I go, you take over the this thing. I say if I go, you take over.
Can you stop this thing? Try to stop all this.
They never stop now.
No? Okay, now the name mistake. No. Come on, this will be the auction.
You walk now.
Alright, good morning Nigerians. It's another beautiful Monday morning, the 1st of September 2025. Happy New Week to everyone out there, and I welcome you to the program, the Global Review and Issues in the News. I am Jay Sule, and of course, before I go on, I want you all to join us on social media if you so wish. Join us on Facebook at Badeggi Radio 90.1 MHZFM, and also on YouTube at Badeggi Radio 90.1 TV. And then later, when we give you the opportunity to call or send us a voice note, you can call the line 091 38579001 or WhatsApp us on 090 644 44510. Of course, we have some trending stories. Of course, this morning on the program, the Global Review. And I am not in the studio alone this morning. As usual, I have a colleague here who, of course, has always done justice to any trending stories in Nigeria with, of course, analysis. All right, Mr. Pai.
Good morning, beautiful listeners of Badeggi Radio. Thank you for always saying thank you with us, believing that you have had a very bright and promising weekend. Good morning once again.
Alright, I don't know, Mr. Paya, quickly, if you have any trending story or, inserts before I take the Vanguard newspaper for today.
No.
Just give them small highlights and then they'll, continue with some of the headlines before Baba comes in.
Yes, go ahead.
Alright, let's start with the Vanguard newspaper quickly this morning. Petrol consumption down 28%. Pump hands idle at stations. That, of course, is Vanguard. Petrol consumption down 28%. Pump hands idle at stations. And then Tinubu has been fair to all sections of Nigeria, says the federal government. Tinubu has been fair to all sections of Nigeria. Federal government is saying that. And then in 2027, Keyamo warns PDP against fielding Jonathan and Obi. Keyamo warns PDP against fielding Jonathan and Obi. Alright, latest all this morning on the Vanguard newspaper. And then Pencom DG visits Labour House over funds crisis. Pencom DG visits Labour House over funds crisis. That on the Vanguard newspaper this morning. And then is it okay? Let's move on. And the Dangote Group mourns Fina's sister, says India treatment was arranged before her demise. Alright, Dangote Group mourns Fina's sister, says India treatment was arranged before her death. Alright, if you remember, of course, VDM Apaya was actually part of those who protested earlier last month on the accident or in that incident. The Dangote Group has expressed sadness over the death of Ruth Otabo, sister of Big Brother Niger Season 7 winner Fina, who died weeks after a road accident involving one of the company's truck near Auchi Polytechnic, Edo State. Please, you need more details on that particular headline, you grab a copy of the Vanguard newspaper. Alright, moving on. How Oshibajo clashed with DSS over Sowere's detention. How Oshibajo clashed with DSS over Sowere's detention. Now, petrol consumption's down. All right, more on that.
Yes,
All right, let's give you details on that headline. How Oshibanjo clashed with DSS over Sowori's detention. It has been revealed how former Vice President Professor Yemi Oshibanjo clashed with the Department of State Security DSS over the refusal of the agency to obey a court order for the release of Omoyele Sowori during the Muhammadu Buhari administration. Now, this is contained in a new book by Richard Akinola titled I Write What I Like. Now, sometime in 2019, at the height of the detention of Omoyele Sowori by the Buhari government and the refusal of the DSS to obey court order for his release, I booked an appointment with the Vice President, Professor Yemi Oshibanjo. I was aware of the previous efforts made by Vice President Oshibanjo, as the former Vice President, there to get the DSS obey the court order, which almost led to a face-off with the security agencies. Now, let me just give you more, then we'll go to the next slide. Now, Oshibanjo said he had a job to go back to after leaving the office, and he could not be around when such an order was being flouted. The DSS had told him that there could not be two presidents, a veiled reference to how Oshibanjo has acted president in 2018, sacked Lawal Daura as DG of DSS. Nonetheless, I still decided to see him so that he could put more pressure on his government, which he did that day, and Sowori was released same day I came to see him. So I think we'll have to move to, those are some of the details. There are little details I could give them this morning because you have a lot of headlines this morning. Now, economy palava. What schools now do to retain patronage? Now, on the Vanguard newspaper, what schools now do to retain patronage? Now, the high cost of living has made many parents to consider changing their wards from their former schools to a cheaper one. Factors like high transport costs, increased school fees, cost of textbooks, and other essential demands from schools like introduction of new uniforms and sportswear have triggered the decisions of parents to change their children's school fees. Now, Economy and Lifestyle discovered that schools management, seeing this, have now deciphered various means to salvage the situation, one of which is to add to scores of failed students in order to keep patronage. Mr. Paya, if you are once a teacher, is this really very good? When children don't feel like this, they go add more marks to them so that the parents will be happy. Yes, somebody said that, I think that the last graduation they did recently, they don't really give positions in private primary schools anymore. What they do is just a recommendation kind of. They write the most brilliant, the most improved, the most this position is always blank. Back then, when we were in primary school, they give positions first, second, third, and like that. They give when they do this their normal speech and prize giving day. But I think today they don't really give positions to children anymore, in order for the parents not to be angry with teachers, because I think parents do complain that how can my child be in your school and then at the end of the day 30 out of 30, I think that's what they are saying here. Now, reject Rivers local government election results, article tells opposition party. Reject River local government election results, article tells opposition parties. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has condemned Saturday's local government elections in Rivers State, describing the exercise as an awful absurdity and urging opposition parties to reject the outcome. That, of course, is on the Vanguard newspaper. Get a copy of that and then you get more details.
There's a political drama in that state, in Rivers State. As it stands, Rivers still remain a PDP state because the duly elected governor, who is facing a controversial suspension, 6-month suspension, I think by 18th of this month he will be returning back to 6 if there are any last-minute change. But again, the state still remain a PDP state, but unfortunately a PDP state is now being taken over by the APC chairman. But 20 of them were being elected yesterday, and all of them are Wike's political godsons. So you see, there is a lot drama going on there. But when the governor returns, we shall get to see whether he himself is going to cross carpet to the PDP, and that's why they make this kind of prior arrangement for him. Well, elections, I don't know whether people still have, or whether the mandate it's coming from the people, or is some microscopic few that are deciding who gets the mandate and who gets not. But time shall tell. Nigerians are, getting educated, and the awareness the campaign awareness is moving. But the way and manner some political players are driving us in this country, we are totally draining from the very good tenant of democracy, and that's why you have all the stuff of this result of that Saturday's election result. Is one of those evidence that yes, some few people are getting it the way they want, not what the people want. Very bad for our democracy.
Alright, thank you very much, Apaya. Now, the Nation newspaper today says here, some headline says, how states can foster security by federal lawmaker. How states can foster security by federal lawmaker. And then APC will take over Taraba State in 2027. Let's see if we can give you details on that. Now, apart from being a former secretary of the All Progressives Congress APC, I was also a former zonal secretary of the People's Democratic Party. That, of course, I'm reading from the Nation newspaper on that particular headline that says APC will take over Taraba State in 2027. Now, I contested for the House of Representatives on the platform of the UDP, and also contested, that's somebody saying there, for the House of Assembly for Karim. I state a state constituency as the flag bearer of the new Nigeria People's Party, NPP. Unfortunately, that mandate was stolen. That was why the incumbent member withdrew and accepted the position of the commissioner. People will never trust him again, because you cannot take people's responsibility and throw it into the river. What happened on Saturday was a sign that people should be careful. After a long time, the opposition APC took over the House of Assembly seat from the ruling PDP. How did it happen, and what was responsible for your party's surprise victory? Now, those are the details on that headline this morning on the Nation newspaper. Now, we have stories, of course, that are erupting on the Nation. APC deputy women leader calls for adoption of twinning formula to boost female political participation. APC deputy women leader calls for adoption of twinning formula to boost female political participation. No apologies leveraging Obi's popularity to win election. Mogalu is saying there, no apologies leveraging Obi's popularity to win elections. And then 2027, how far can ADC Arigbeshola go? How far can ADC Arigbeshola go? And then raising that's let's give you details. Let's see. I think you're interested in that one, and I
not because we're interested, because of the political trend in the country today. There was an issue in Kaduna State that has to do with ADC, and it's not actually sending a very good signal.
All right. As alignment and realignment of politicians across political parties are ongoing ahead of the 2027 general elections, the African Democratic Congress (ADC) has saddled Alhaji Rauf Arigbeshola with the responsibility to enhance the chances of his new political family, particularly in the southwest. But time will tell how far the former Osun State governor can go with the task. The race towards the 2027 general elections has begun in earnest. All major political parties that participated in the 2023 presidential election are firming up to present formidable fronts. Yet the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), which is currently undertaking voters registration, has several applications for new political parties pending before it. In 2023, according to INEC, 18 political parties contested the presidential election but 3 recorded the most followership: the All Progressives Congress (APC), the People's Democratic Party (PDP), and the Labour Party. I think those are the details I'll give you. If you need more details, please grab a copy of the Nation newspaper, and of course you will get more information on that. Now, raising for keys to Agodi Government House job rather. Raising for keys to Agodi Government House job. That, of course, is a headline on the Nation newspaper. Now, Wike's bountiful harvest of projects, testament of Tinubu's good governance. Okotie Ebo. Let's see more insight on that story. It says Prince Emmanuel Okotie Ebo, son of Nigeria's first finance minister and former regent of the Warri Kingdom, has described the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory (FCT), Barrister Yesim Wike, as a dependable ally and a true instrument of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's renewed hope agenda. Of course, Okotie Ebo made this assertion while celebrating the harvest of landmark projects commissioned in Abuja by President Tinubu, who was represented at different times by Vice President Kashim Shettima, Senate President Godswill Akpabio, and Speaker of the House of Representatives, Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas. More details, please, you grab a copy of the Nation newspaper. Now, Apaya APC Osun First Lady clash over Remi Tinubu's business grant support to women. Alright, let's see if I can read the details that no fewer than 200 business women across the 332 wards in Osun State benefited from the business grant of First Lady Senator Oluremi Tinubu to boost their means of livelihood. The gesture, conveyed under the Renewed Hope initiative of the First Lady, was in partnership with the Tony Elumelu Foundation to empower the grassroots women across the country. Of course, grab a copy of the Nation newspaper for more details. Now, Rivers local government poll. APC candidate votes, says election free and fair. APC candidate votes, says election free and fair. Grab a copy of the Nation newspaper. Now, still on Rivers local government poll, roads, streets deserted in Port Harcourt. Alright, roads, streets deserted in Port Harcourt. The Port Harcourt capital city was devoid of its hustling and bustling on Saturday following the local government elections in Rivers State. Apart from regular patrols by security agencies, especially the police and persons on essential duties, other vehicles avoided the roads. The ever-busy Port Harcourt Slaughter Road, Ada George, Elekaya, and other areas were deserted. Of course, more details are on the Nation newspaper. Let me now move to other newspaper this morning. But if Apaya has something quickly, so sorry, there is a caption here. Idris, that's Idris. Federal government projects spread fairly among 6 zones. Idris says federal government projects spread fairly among 6 zones. Now, the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration has been fair to the 6 geopolitical zones in the distribution of federal government projects. Minister of Information and National Orientation, Minister Mohammed Idris, said yesterday he rose in defense of the government following insinuations of lopsidedness in project locations. That, of course, is on the Nation newspaper this morning, and it's dated 1st September 2025. Now, Daily Trust newspaper.
Yeah, just saying. Okay. Let's start taking it bit by bit. If you're talking about that issue, whether he says there is even distribution, there is lopsided or not, but it's now late for the people of the 6 geopolitical zones, or the zones that are still being marginalized, to speak for themselves. Even though he is the Minister of Information, he's supposed to keep the industry and the country informed. But again, if you talk about that, what will people of Niger State states, one of the closest neighbor of the federal capital, FCT, and one of the states that have contributed immensely to the development of FCT in terms of giving it the land. You know, more than 70% of the land FCT is enjoying today is from Niger State. You understand? It's taken away from Niger State. Whether there was mutual understanding of you, okay, we are helping you to get land, you can help us develop our state or whatever. That's the right way. So Niger State have not actually benefited from that kind gesture. Again, if you look at Niger State being the power producing state with 4 dams that is feeling the brunt of flooding every year, and like we've always said, for every cloth you place in Lagos, Abuja, Kano, and every part of the world, you know, somebody's farmland is being washed away. For any AC you own to enjoy the atmosphere, good atmosphere in your office at your own comfort zone, somebody's house is being submerged in Niger State. You understand? It's this riverine area, and you are not having that benefit. People of Niger State are very good people, very peace-loving people. Again, if you look at Niger State have the highest landmark of the country and Niger State is housing many of federal institutions, many federal entities are there in Niger State. Look at our roads. What have the state achieved? That's a very big question that the minister who coincidentally hailed from Niger State, you know, the question you need to answer. What have the state benefited from this one? Again, if you look at some of the appointments that have come on board, you know, the establishment of Hyperdeck, you know, the history of the establishment of that commission cannot take Niger State out of the loop. Niger State have contributed immensely in terms of the real Hyperdeck, the dam and whatever, and even the movement for its establishment. But today, no any Nigerians have ever for once heard that commission. The recent appointment is a big blow onto the good people of Niger State because they have not been considered, they have not been seen worthy of money, despite the fact that there is a constitutional you know, arrangement on that any other person that's going to man that commission must come from the state. Well, I think Baba has just stepped in. Let's not just.
If I step in, what have I done?
You know, we just have to give you that respect now.
Well, so
yes.
I had
you know, it's like he has Odole.
I had John Sule. Cha 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 cha. John Sule is cha 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 cha. Sule. Cha 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 cha.
Giving them headlines.
What is your problem this morning? Oga John, good morning, sir.
They
My Oga, Kai, wait. I'm great. Come, hold. Is it in your culture not to greet people when you come in?
No.
And then I want to say, Oga John, good morning, and you are there, minister. Which minister?
Well, the Minister of Information.
And then what happened?
He's doing his job by making sure he informs the general public now that
has he been allowed now to do his job?
Is the major
has he been allowed to do his job?
Maybe he hasn't seen anything yet to talk about.
But
so
I want you to go to Weekend Trust. Check on your computers there. Look for the Weekend Trust. You are talking about projects that are spread around the sector political zone. There is a breakdown in the Weekend Trust. Get the detail so that it will not look like I'm the one cooking out stories. Because I don't know whether you ate apple this morning. you are so
fast, huh?
Well, I didn't eat apple. I actually went to the farm and I saw the rice keep coming out. So I'm just happy that.
And that is why you are driving us.
The little I put there, God had, you know.
See, Mama, so you notice that you are driving us like John.
Put rice. Have you got the fertilizer?
And then let me now announce to everybody that Baba will now follow me to that woman who I want to marry.
Now, have you got to fertilizer?
Have you got fertilizer? Answer
fertilizer,
that one.
I can't afford. I don't even have.
I will give you a bag of fertilizer.
I mean, Mr. John.
I'm giving him 50,000.
Wow!
Buy fertilizer, but there is a condition. You must follow him to the farm.
No,
he apply the fertilizer.
I don't even need the money. The fertilizer should just come my way. I'll take it myself to the farm.
He doesn't need the money.
I tell you, just the fertilizer.
Ask them in the studio, how did I come appear first?
Mr. John, I very right thing now.
I just want to, you know, the challenge you've thrown.
So he nodded himself.
Okay, congratulations.
In the studio.
Did
How about
you,
you tomorrow, Ibadan?
did you attend the British Council? You know those days when we were going to London in 1970s on scholarship, you first of all go to British Council to get see I'm there to get acquainted with the British culture and class, the British way of living, way of speaking. Lower your voice, you talk gently, you don't take laws into your hand, you don't fight, you don't harass people, how you tie your knot, how we are going to sit on the table when you are eating, don't talk when you are eating, and then don't do you close your mouth, and when you are chewing, you close your mouth. Don't be those are the days when there was Britain that was Commonwealth, not now the Britain that belongs one day to Badeggi and her.
She's even equally facing it there. She's facing it.
I understand that she's facing it.
She's facing
They
it.
want to throw her out.
Alright, Baba, the Weekend Trust says here, very big caption, Lagos gets, in 2 years, Lagos gets 3.9 trillion projects. That is the big caption there. Then we have other, you know.
But you say
headlines.
now when you go into it, how did it break down? Can you get the breakdown of various zones or areas? You didn't have breakdown there?
No, just the headlines for now.
You don't even have the breakdown.
Enter inside.
Are you having a problem with your site?
Are you using the system?
Use the system.
Headlines. Now it's an issue for there, the issue.
Okay.
Mr. Akwaya, how are you? So, because you cannot talk of 2 years without having something to show how it's spread all over across the country, who got what. Abi, am I correct?
Alright, yes, here in 2 years, Lagos gets 3.9 trillion projects. Now, on the weekend, sorry. Alright, Lagos State benefited from, give me that, concept. Benefited rather from major project approvals by the Federal Executive Council (FEC) running into 3.9 trillion naira, representing 111% of the combined sum of 3.56 trillion naira approved for the Southeast, Northwest and Northeast, with 18 states altogether in the last 2 years of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration, Daily Trust analysis has shown. Now, findings by Daily Trust revealed that during the period under review, FEC approved project worth 5.97 trillion naira for the Southwest, 2.41 trillion naira for the South-South, 407.9 billion naira for the Southeast, 1.15 trillion naira for the North Central, including Abuja, 2.7 trillion naira for the Northwest, and 403.98 billion naira for the Northeast. Those are the breakdown there about this one.
So what is he telling you? What do you understand? Mr. Pa?
You know, the sadness we are talking about, I think it's there to speak for itself, and that is one very beautiful thing about records in history. These things are just there. You know, if Lagos is from what they have gotten in 2 years, combine, you have to combine 18 good states before you can get what Lagos got. Combine 18 states. That it means there is a serious problem. And Baba, from what is on the ground, I think Nigerians are yet to see anything yet. Until, based on what the discussion I have with a financial expert, he said until the new tax reform come to its this next year, January, that is when it's expected to start, that many state governors will be shocked and surprised because they will go to FAC and come with very less money. they will now have to be forced to go and think out of box. It means people will cry more in 2026, many states, because governors will have to come with taxation, generate their IGR. So many states will suffer because they will realize that Lagos is favored most in that new tax. Lagos be having more, and the governors will go to fact and come back with less. So no option rather than to go and think out of box. And in an attempt to think out of box, it means they are going to, impose more taxation on their people. And that's the more reason why many people have come to vehemently condemn the tax reform bill. And as it stands now, it has already been passed, and everybody is not most importantly, the Northern legislator in the National Assembly are saying they did for the very good interest of the North, and there is no any cause for alarm. But they should understand that most of them, after 2027, they will be out of power. You understand? They don't know that they are digging a very big hole for themselves, because because the type of flamboyant life they live, most politicians in the country, by the time they're out of office, where there is no any Father Christmas for them, they will have to be using their own personal resources. By the time they start paying tax, light bill, water bill, tolling that is going to come up, and many other things, that is when they will know that what they did, you understand, they shoot themselves in the leg. Ordinary people are already used to all this hardship. You understand? Look at it now. No food. Even in a situation where the food is available, there's no money to buy, but still people are still managing to survive. So this thing that the federal government is all out to favor Lagos in most of its policies and programs is actually spelling doom for the growth and development of the country. Yes.
But when you look at, I'm not much by that, because all along Niger State, being the largest land size state, virtually 3 states in one,
Of course.
and then also giving 70% of the land to Abuja,
Yes.
for the new federal capital, and then moving out large of population, the indigenous population, settle them around Sabon, and all these outer areas. You understand?
Yes.
And then the same land that they vacated is now being sold in billions.
Yes.
Whereby when you are resettling them, you give them virtually chicken change, nothing.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Very well, sir.
And again, those small communities that still hanging around. Somebody the other day was saying, when we are coming down through the aircraft and we are trying to land, we see poor people, we see sharks, and then we see thatched roofs. And as we are landing into the airport, Minister of Federal Capital, please move these people out. And then when the issue was raised in the National Assembly, and as usual, those who wanted to defend the northern interest, then they are saying, look, this is our new capital. Everybody, it must look like London.
Must it look like London?
It must look like London, Washington. So that when they are coming into land, let no see poor man around. But where the same senator that is making, they come from the wretched of the earth, come from a swallow, comes from a poor background. His local government is wretched. And here he is in the National Assembly, condemning the Aboriginal people whose land you took for the name of federal capital, and the compensation was foggy. Not things to write home about. That aside, we are giving Lagos 3.5 trillion. Alright, give Lagos everything. Don't quarrel with it. They are only teaching us. And we are only planning more. That when it comes to your round, know what to do with it. We are already dismantling the cohesiveness of the nation.
The national cohesion.
Yes, the cohesion is now been dismantled by bringing your own tribe, bringing your own people, fill up all the positions by your own cronies, privatize it, personalize it, take it, run with it. They're teaching us, and we're learning, the hard way. But again, why do you dismantle other people's properties as is happening at Alaba? The Alaba International Market along Badeggi Expressway. We are talking of Ojo. Ojo Cantonment is there. Lagos State University is on the same direction. ASCON, Administrative Staff College. I don't know whether they still go there.
Yes, I think
It's in Badeggi. And then this settlement, Alabarago, it's a Hausa community that has been there since around 1970s. It's a waterlogged, sandfield, reclaimed land that becomes a shanty town. Now, they took bulldozers there and they're dismantling it. They're breaking it apart without prior notice, without meeting with the community. There is somebody in Lagos in that.
I think I also too went to that place.
When?
I think few days back.
Few days back.
Yes.
You know, the demolition, the traders are telling their stories. But actually, there is somebody we spoke with who we knew, and we were talking to him what is going on, and I was of opinion that at least this people too are not
Okay, here it says Northern Group criticizes Lagos over Alabarago Market demolition. Here it says that the Ariwa Broadcast Media Practitioners Forum has urged President Bola Tinubu to intervene in what it described as an onslaught against Northerners in Lagos following the demolition of the popular Alabarago Market by Lagos State Government. In a statement on Sunday by its chairman.
Salam alaikum. I've got somebody from Kata Shirafia. Kana tare da Badeggi Radio a nan garin Mina.
Kai tsaye ake magana.
Kai tsaye muna magana da kai daga gidan rediyo. Turanci za ka yi mana ko Hausa? To, za ka iya bayani me itilayin ya same ku a nan Alabarago me ake ciki? Ka fara ba da sunanka. Kai asali ka daga wani gari ka zo Lagos?
Ina jihar Katsina ne a lokacin gwamnan Maji a wani kauye da ke Garo.
To yanzu to yaushe ka zo nan Lagos a nan Alabarago, shekaran ka nawa wajen?
Gaskiya a shekara ta kenan ina kusa kai shekara 10 a cikin Alabarago ina da nawa.
To ka ba mu bayani ya Alabarago, ya asalinta yake, ya usulinta, ta ya kuka zo nan wajen?
To ni dai gaskiya na tashi na ta jama'a kina na zuwa nan garin Lagos. To da fa na kuma kina girma ya kama ki sai yake na shagura nan yake girma ya kama sai sa ya dakata da shi na aje. To na zo nan Lagos akalla ina kai shekara 10 ina sana'a kafa a nan cikin garin Lagos. Ma kina ya ba mun shago biyu a nan cikin garin Lagos ana Alabarago. Ina sai shinkafa mana sai da yau da gobe faka sai ga wasu mutane su zo mu sai kan sakafa kuma ba su sun rubuta musu ba tare da shawo kuma ba ko ba ba wallahi.
To yanzu me kuke ciki?
To yanzu mai na kuke mana dora fada da su kan kan ba dike nan musu kan kawo mana a addu'a.
Kayan ku fa.
Kayan mu suna nan muna sa leda muna lumsa ruwa gaba
wani bayani hukuma suka yi muku? To ana so ku tashi ku bar wajen ne su kama ko ya ne?
Wallahi su suke tashi ba wurin saboda suna so su yi suna so su nuna wa mu ba 'yan Najeriya ba su ba mu ba 'yan ƙasa bane ba suna so su yi kora da hanyar
babu wanda suka kama
ko daga ko
wallahi manyan mana arewa sai mu ce mai musu Allah wadare da su sai ba daga cikin manyan mana arewa ba wanda ya zo ya kawo madoki ba wanda ya zo ya kawo magana ba wanda ya zo ya ga halin da muke ciki
amma an yi korafi manyan ko da yake ba su zo ba sun yi korafi a kafan sada zumunta.
Gaskiya mu dai ba wani babban da muka gani a zuwa nan alabar a goba mu ni dai ban gashi ba gaskiya amma magana shaguna domin Allah an rushe shaguna gaba da an rushe da shaguna da masallatai da ke cikin alabar na an rushe gaba da ba ko da
har masallatan ma an rushe
wallahi masallatin da aka rushe nan cikin garin Allah nan cikin garin kasuwar mutamun alaba wallahi ya kai masallaci 40 manya banda kan
to Allah ya sauke mun gode so at least we now got a testimony from somebody who is on the ground, who is not
one of the victim.
One of the victim is not a we didn't make it up, so nobody will say we are inciting anybody against anybody. We are not inciting anybody to go and fight any tribe. We are only bringing to you what is happening on the ground in Alabarago in Lagos.
Baba, in addition to this, we call that after the 2023 election, after the landslide victory Peter Obi got in Lagos, delegations were so furious about what actually happened, to the extent that the speaker, the current speaker who once had issue, Obasa, in the state assembly, make a pronouncement that they are going to come up with a new law because they realize that most of this land have been taken over, or most of the shops in this Alabama market has been taken over by the Igbos, because they believe that it was the Igbos who voted massively to Peter Obi. So if they can come with a measure, they will revoke most of the shop, believing that by the time they revoke this shop, the Igbos will have no choice than to return back to their ancestral home, not knowing that any society will develop without strangers. You understand? Somebody is coming with resources. If they leave you on your own, you will never develop. So that is the situation, and I'm surprised.
Why I'm a little bit disturbed. Lagos was a colony of Britain.
Yes,
a British
colony.
Way back, the Council of British Empire or British government was set up as way back as 1860. Lagos was a trading port as way back as 1860, before the full colonization of Nigeria. And when you look at it, Lagos remained until the new federal capital was shifted to Abuja. Lagos remained a federal capital. And if you look at it, this revivalism of non-indigenous, indigenous and non-indigenous, based on tribal inclination, does not augur well for the cohesion of this country. Mark my words, I'm not inciting anybody against anybody. I'm not inciting anybody against anybody. But a federal capital, and still today the economic capital. Lagos is still the economic capital of Nigeria. It's like Washington and New York. Washington DC is the federal capital of the United States, but the economy of the United States is in New York. The Wall Street is in New York. The stock exchange, the banks, they are all in New York. So for you now to target a particular ethnic settlement and dismantle it, that is not different from Gaza, what happened in Gaza. The only situation here is that you are not bombing them, but you are still demolishing them. You know, there is a plan ongoing now to destroy, to forcibly move the Arabs away from Gaza and develop a greater, sumptuous, a beautiful, on the Mediterranean coast, a palatial, residential, hotels,
and amusement homes,
organized by Trump and the former Prime Minister of Britain. I don't know, his name has escaped me. And then the Trump in-law Kushner will focus on that later. So that is how the situation is currently ongoing. And I don't know, people have written, as you are reading it, media have put their voice onto it. But we look forward to see what the outcome will be. But this goes to shape 2027. I don't know, but it's my thinking.
If you look at the trends, we've said it, and sometimes if something is already in the public domain, like you said, nobody is inciting anybody here, but you are just saying the reality. From the appointment, most people who get appointment most are those who are in Lagos, who are actually, I don't want to say Yoruba because you have to fear to them. There are people in Lagos who have actually been with the president while he was governor, and most even Yoruba state are not happy with what is happening. That is one. Two, coming to issue of that 2023 election, after the election, the aftermath of the election is another very dangerous trend that is trying to scatter the issue of national cohesion. Again, you're coming with tax bill, despite the fact that as it stands now, Lagos have the highest revenue generation, that is distributory revenue generation. Again, you are still not happy with that. You are still bringing another sharing formula again, which will see Lagos as more or less a country of its own, where they have more. If a state among its co-states, colleagues, are getting one thing they get that could be more than 18 states, you have only 36 states including the FCT, but a state is having what 18 states can have as a whole. So you see, this one is like, you are trying to set a country into a very bad precedent. If the President Muhammadu Buhari, may sow it in peace, when he came in an attempt to see that he want to please a particular region so that the level of complaints will reduce, he gave a minister from Lagos 3 hefty ministerial ministry put together and give him power, works and housing. I think power, right? Works. Remember, you about 3 days ministry. He gave it to Fashola. All this Buhari did in order to compensate Tinubu, who have actually helped him to power. See, this is why, Baba, you talk about these bad presidents. If I thought when the late president was doing it, if he was doing it for in the interest of the nation, if not for the fact that he is doing it to actually, please a particular individual that are helping to power, wouldn't have been having this issue. Because many are saying that what Tinubu is doing, he learned it from Buhari or he copied from Buhari. So what do you think will happen if you are done with your own, and eventually after your 4 or 8 years, as the case may be, another now step in and take over the position of authority? What do you think is going to happen? You think they are going to watch? Even if you want to be a nationalistic, people will not allow him, because he will not help his people will help him to power. So it's very good that the president have to have a rethink over what is happening. People are complaining. The whole world is watching. Like Baba has said, don't turn the country into the situation in Gaza. Yes, if you are not bombing them with weapon, you are bombing them with hunger. You are weaponizing them to be richer so that they can marginalize other states, which is very bad.
And then here it says 20 billion naira worth of property was lost to the demolition. So
20 billion
naira worth of property.
It's too bad.
I don't know if Baba has more to give us this morning.
Oh, you see, I don't want to talk too much over this. People have already made their voice, but I have one small message here that I want John to read. This is a appreciation from the new Majin Rabanupe.
Very good. Very important.
And I want to read the appreciation. Then after that, we are going to bring his statement, so that the audio of
yes.
All right, this of course is from Majin Rabanupe Mohammed Nami. I am overwhelmed with gratitude to the dignitaries and friends, as well as my
Go ahead.
family who honored me with their presence at the coronation as the Maji Raban Nupe. Your support means the world to me. I appreciate the love and recognition shown by Itsu Nupe, Dr. Yaya Abubakar, CFR. Thank you for celebrating with me and making this moment memorable. May God bless and reward you all. Amen.
So that is the statement from Manupe, and there is an audio of his statement right there, which we would have loved to share with you, so that we don't have a misinformation, because of the political environment we're in. We don't want anybody having
to misquote us.
And we don't want we don't want to listen as whether we're inciting anybody, because that's a simple way of crucifying somebody. Sorry, that's a moment.
I must also acknowledge my mother for being a constant source of happiness and strength of our family. May the souls of her parents and my father, her late husband, continue to rest in peace. I want to truly thank all of you, my friends, my classmates, family members, business and political associates, and dignitaries for your love, your support, and your trust. May God bless and protect you all. At this point, let me go a little bit left and come back to the right side of this conversation. I have been inundated with several calls to serve through an elective office. After careful consideration and consultations with key stakeholders, including my family, I wish to confirm that I'm using this opportunity to confirm to you, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, that I have accepted your call that I contest for the office of Senator to represent Zone A in 2027 general elections under All Progressive People's Party, God willing. However, I want to advise all of us to kindly and amicably abide by the rules as we patiently wait for INEC and our great party's electoral and electionary activities timetable to enable us fixed dates for our formal declaration campaigns and political gatherings, as well as our plan for the purchase and submission of party and INEC forms, among others. I will set up a consultative team, and this team is going to be led by Dr. Ustaz Mr. Alhaji Muhammad Sanusi Umar from Idati local government. Consequently, I appeal to all of us to sustain all forms of electioneering campaigning. At least for now, it is not yet time for it. Until we receive the outcome of our consultative team's meeting with our party leadership, let's wait until the relevant timelines are made public by both INEC and our great party. We should, however, at our individual level, at our collective level, continue to consult with our traditional institutions, continue to consult with our elders, continue to consult with our party leadership, market leaders, academia, professionals, religious leaders, scholars, so that we get the advice and blessing for this huge project. Let us work together to build a better Niger South, a better Niger State, and a better Nigeria. I wish you all safe trip to your respective destinations as you travel back home. Thank you and God bless.
So, Apa, I think he spoke very well.
Very electrifying speech there.
He
Yes,
spoke very well.
very
It is
well.
electrifying. Whether it is not electrifying, the cost of whether it's going to take somebody's position, has it been laid to rest?
Temporarily,
You say temporary. What do you mean?
because life is dynamic.
What do you mean?
God owns our life.
Okay. So,
No, you might have your own idea, but God have a predestination.
what do you mean?
Yes, God have the predestined whatsoever from the day you have been born, the life you're going to live, your achievement, the position you're going to hold, the ups and downs, all have been predestined, and you will never miss it. No matter if the whole world come and pitch change behind you, if God say you are not going to be a senator, a governor, or president, or whatever elected position, you will never be.
So,
And if the whole world on the other way around turn against you, what God have predestined, nothing will stop it. And sometimes my concern with all these type of things is that, Baba, if you look at the gods are not to blame by Olaru to me, you know, in Yoruba tradition, when you give birth to a child,
you name him.
you take him to the oracle
Yes.
where his destiny will predestined.
Yes.
Yes.
To predetermine,
His
to
yes.
check his stars.
The stars.
To read his.
Yes.
Sometimes they will read the palm of the child to see what forecast. And then they will do incantation.
Yes.
And then they will go also to the shrine of their forefathers.
Yes. If there is any misfortune, they appease the gods so that it will avert the unfortunate situation. Now there was a child that was being born, Detusa. He was being taken to the oracles to forecast his future, and they said this boy is going to kill his own mother and marry his own father, in an attempt to avert that ugly, misfortune. they try to take him away from that place so that he don't eventually go and kill his own father. As they are doing that, they never knew that they are even accelerating
to fulfill
yes
this.
what the fortune tellers are predestined.
Yes.
Now Adewale, to cut the long story short, he have helped a community to fight a war, and in an attempt to appreciate him, they give him a leadership title. So there was a community who were having issue. He helped them to fight. After fighting, they say, okay, they are going to appease him, and they are going to appreciate him. In an attempt to appreciate him, not knowing that the person is fighting, he fought his father, King Adewale, King Adetusa, and killed King Adetusa, and they now made him a king. And traditionally,
you will inherit the household
yes.
of the person he took over.
Not knowing that
he's married his mother.
He's married his own mother. So you see, what they have done is to push him, to accelerate him going to destiny. So any attempt, what I'm trying to insinuate is that the man there, the Major Abanupe, from his speech, he have appreciated the whole world, and of course say his political ambition in future. But that is him. They say to err is human and to forgive it is divine. I want to give you for mentioning that. I would have advised that he keep mute and just follow the trend. You understand? Because only God knows what tomorrow is going to be.
No, but
Baba, in this platform you have said severally that more governors, many elected positions will not come back.
You see, when number one, when you are over enlightened, you are a problem.
Serious, son.
Number two, when you say it the way you say it, you are a problem. Number three, who are you? What do you mean? What do in Europe and America, you will find that there are progeny chess. You know chess, CHESS. You will find a young man, a very young man, so intelligent in forecasting moves on the chessboard, so that he becomes. Look, even big computers cannot compete against him. To forecast tomorrow is a gift. To study environment and come forward with likelihood of the circumstances is a gift. Do you understand?
I do.
But today, in today's environment, in today's economy, in today's political environment, if you say something that is actually based on the constitution, constitutional provisions, laws that are governing the political processes,
it becomes a problem.
It becomes a problem because they are not looking at the laws. They don't obey the laws. They don't value the laws. They don't respect the laws. And they behave as if the world is their private estate. But so when you travel, then you look back what you are toying with. Then you'll humble yourself that with all this with all this noise, so we are nobody. It's good. It's going for senator, very good, excellent. But that is a wish.
That's the wish.
And then somebody used to say, if wish are horses, if somebody will ride, I mean, I don't know.
If wish are horses, I've forgotten that. I will ride to kingdom of what?
So you don't even know. So what it look like is that he said he wants to be senator, and again the most important thing is an APC. It's not a coalition.
That's another respite for those who feel jittery about his coming.
He hasn't committed treason.
No.
He didn't want anybody's because the current senator is not from APC.
Yes.
He's a PDP. So he hasn't committed any treason.
But even as it stands, don't you think if is mentioning another party would have been under unrest again?
No,
if for instance probably he has mentioned another party away from APC.
But again, I want you to look deeper. As me, as a prodigal, as I am, as non-conformist, as a non-beggar, Bana Maula.
Inshallah, Maula Keba.
Har mutu kuma ba zan yi maula
Allah
ba.
da.
I see Nami as the president of Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Again?
Yes.
But Baba, you use the word.
Mama, don't shake the bigger table.
In democracy, you are allowed to.
No,
come out.
If you put the democracy aside, even dictatorship. Where is the Xi Jinping there? Capacity. Where is Putin there? Capacity. Why is America in trouble? They bring a gangster
because
as president.
He lacks
capacity.
No coordination.
Serious societies bring people with capacity, people with talent, people with honor, people with integrity. Nami has the integrity, he has the capacity to collect so much revenue for the federal government to spend. And then the process of collection, the cost of collection is low compared to today. And because he understands the economy and he can manage the economy, because whoever collects revenue and push the Federal Ministry of Finance to distribute through Accountant General's office is the cook that is the brewer that brew the booze for you to share. Isn't it? Am I correct,
yes,
Mr. John?
Of course.
So since he can collect so much revenue, and we are looking for experts to take us out of this quagmire. Political quagmire, economic quagmire, and he has the political sagacity with the followership he has. If he can collect revenue to be shared by 36 states every month,
including the FCT,
is my next president 2031.
And don't forget, in an attempt to set that indelible record, he did that at a time when the economic was brought down to globally
due to COVID.
So he came 2019.
Let me now, from my perspective, look, being a governor, if you say he wants to be governor, it's just another waste of time.
Just take us to the place the red coin.
So look at his capacity, look at his qualification, look at his manners. He's a nice guy. He has manners.
So what you think you go to National Assembly and gather momentum and wait for Tinubu?
You go to National Assembly and sat and watch and wait for Tinubu to finish his term. And then they will say, come and do, invite him, come and be. And that time there will not be anything of North-South dichotomy.
The same way they invited a governor in Niger State to come and be. You know, there was a time during COVID when he was championing a campaign for Guna, and all of a sudden he was being called to go and bring somebody.
But even that one is a minor. That one is minor. Kuria's misfortune was he didn't listen to some last minute advice. We advised him. We brought Kuria. We forecast Taliban will come. And when we were telling Taliban you are the next governor in far west Saudi Arabia, he thought I'm doing I'm trying to massage his ego, and he gave me $1,000, which is a lot of money. I thank him for it. But last I told him, whether you even fill out a form or you don't, whether you belong to a party or you don't, you are the next governor. And they call him out in the midnight, say, you are the governor, you are the candidate. I told Ibeto, go home. The Jikantoro that's supposed to be the running mate is dead in an accident. May their soul rest in peace. You are the next deputy governor. And he was. So I'm now focusing. Put a bet on it. Nami is a presidential candidate.
Baba, you want me to
my
life saving to put it into a basket? No,
put it on me.
Okay, I can. I will rather
put it down. Today is 1st September 2020.
No, I will know that. If I thought somebody want to challenge, I will flank by you.
Because
and
the qualifications are there. It's not about whether it's a northerner, southerner, easterner, Igbo, Yoruba, this. It's not because he's even no pay. He's a gifted manager of resources, manager of people, manager of resources, kind-hearted, God-fearing, moderately religious. He's not an extremist, tolerant, detribalized, corporate,
thinker and doer.
Not a question of thinker and doer. It's corporate, level-minded, mannered, well-mannered, good material, good character. The age is good. It's around 50s, getting to 60s. Is in good. He's healthy, level-headed, calm, respectful. That's the symbol who can present to the world, and Nigeria will take its proper place. Then we'll boost agriculture, go back and farm seriously. We'll deal with the bandits seriously, clean the gangsters out of our rural areas, introduce commercial farming, introduce mechanized agriculture, provide more schools, more hospitals, take care of the people, provide water, do more of rural electrifications using solar technology, bring in technology to facilitate all-year farming, open up industries to process our raw materials, proper gold mining in Zamfara, not artisan mining, not gangster mining gold and killing people and leveling villages and depopulating the land so that they can mine. No, we'll take Nigeria back. And the economy will boom. And people will live better. There will be no death from hunger. People are dying now of hunger. So it's not whether, hey, Nami to be governor is treason. Keep your governor. Nami is a presidential material. And he has demonstrated capacity at a national level to be able to run Nigeria. That's my forecast.
It's not a treason if because
and if that statement is treasonable treasonable statement, let's meet in the court.
It isn't.
It isn't.
Because some people have warped mind.
And whosoever is going to charge you on that should after first go to the mirror, look and say,
that person will need to go to a psychiatry for evaluation.
Yes.
Yes. If this what we are doing is treason, then you need a date with the psychiatric hospital
to check your mental status.
Yes, because there is this psychiatric hospital in Abeokuta. You know, a popular psychiatric hospital in Abeokuta, and there is also one in Yaba. I'm sure there is a psychiatric
Yaba,
hospital. Yaba, yes.
Yaba.
Have you?
Yes.
So you need to consult the psychiatric doctors so that
because if you see something wrong with this, then something must be wrong with your mind. Then you must have a mental problem.
And probably that person might be looking other side of the constitution, because what we are saying is constitutional.
The point we are making, Nami is the future president of Federal Republic of Nigeria, and let's move ahead.
May God spare our lives. Yes.
I just thank God apart from listening to what he was saying in his speech. He said his friends and classmates. I like that too. A man, a leader who knows his classmates and who still has.
Can you save us and move ahead?
Who still has classmates? I like this.
That means I've been to school.
He has a very good background. Yes.
I've been to school.
All right, so let's check the Punch, where of course we still have Rivers local government poll.
Hold on. They say if horses, if wishes,
we are horses.
Beggars will ride on them. So you, go back to school. John, go back to school.
I'm sure my friends might have texted me and you are so smart enough to have checked your phone, Baba.
No, my phone is my phone is 24 hours on net and my phone is 24 hours on. I don't switch off my phone, and my phone is fully charged continuously.
It's fully charged because of the backups.
I have the backups. Yes.
Backups you have had.
I have solar generators. I have generators.
You are using a mobile, very hefty mobile backup that can take television, fan, phones, and many things. So you are a mobile.
You never tell them that I also have a mobile pharmaceutical product.
Yeah.
You never tell them that I have a medical consultant, medical doctors in Malaysia who are always in contact with daily reading.
Yes.
I have my special watch. I read my body functions and send it automatically to my consultant.
So they will just call you.
So they will analyze and then inform you what you need to do.
Once the thing is signaling from them, there is issue. Even if you are unaware, they will call you. So yes, what's happening? Check your body temperature. This is what is telling us.
Including the blood sugar.
Everything. And even in a case where there is
even my heart beats.
You even have first aids that will stabilize the condition before the another prescription or other thing came up. Well, you are grateful to God. That's why you see most of us are leaning on you so that you don't move around alone. Yes, we are getting some of the vibes.
All right, Atiku demands annulment as Wike reasserts control. That's Rivers State local government poll there. And then Rebs deny alleged planned showdown with Speaker. And then infractions there. Federal government threatens to disconnect Gencos from power grid. Then I think you know about FINA. Dangote Group evacuates remains of FINA's late sister. Then French government collapse would be worrying for Eurozone. And then your claims on paying bandits false. Your claims on paying bandits false. Federal government replies El Rufai. Your claims on paying bandits are false. The federal government replies Rufai.
Then, pay bandits.
According to
the Rufai was on the news saying that
pay bandits. I think that's one of the trouble we had with many people. We disagree with anybody who says he should pay ransom for any kidnap.
But the caption here says your claims on paying bandits false.
Let's have a little insight.
Here, the Office of the National Security Advisor has dismissed the allegations by former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai that the federal security apparatus coordinates payments and other inducements to bandits. You understand now?
Yes.
Yeah. The ONSA described the allegations as baseless, stating that the claims contradict verifiable facts on the ground. In a statement signed by Zachary Mijinyawa for ONSA on Monday, the office said it has never engaged in ransom payments on inducements to criminals, and pointed out that the administration has repeatedly warned Nigerians against paying ransoms. But Apaya,
let's hear El-Rufai himself, but not saying it out, so that they don't accuse us of
blaming the government.
They don't accuse us of compulsion. You know, there are those who have made it their job to analyze every single word we raise here, so that
ask 3 service chiefs that served in Kaduna under my watch. One of them is still alive. Farouk Yahya was chief of army staff. He was GOC in Kaduna. I saw him yesterday at the wedding. You can call him, bring him to this program and ask him what we did. What I will not do, okay, is to pay bandits, give them monthly allowance, or send food to them in the name of non-kinetic. It's nonsense. We are empowering bandits. It's not the government of Kaduna State. It's a national policy driven by the Office of National Security Advisor, and Kaduna is part of it. Many states are objecting to that, but that is the policy now. Kiss the bandits. That's the new policy. My position has always been the only repentant bandit is a dead one. Let's kill them all. Let's wipe them. Let's bomb them until they are reduced to nothing. And then the 5% that still want to be rehabilitated can be rehabilitated. You do not negotiate from a position of weakness. You don't empower your enemy. You don't give him money to go and buy more sophisticated weapons. That's why the insecurity problem has not gone away and will not go away as long as this policy continues. They can deceive, they can cover up, they can do propaganda, but those that live in Katsina, those that live in Zamfara, those that live in Kaduna, those that live in those states, they know what is happening.
Well, is that the reason why perhaps you think that there's a slowdown in the attack on schools and kidnaps that we've seen in Kaduna, the quiet we've seen in the Benegwari
there is no
corridor,
slowdown.
the Kaduna,
I was
Abuja,
governor for 8 years. I was governor of Kaduna State for 8 years. Only 3 schools were attacked in 8 years. Okay? This government has been around for 2 years. 3 schools have been attacked. And they paid the bandits. They paid them ₦1 billion the first time the school was attacked and students abducted. They are paying bandits. They are apologizing to them. They are
covering this information about ₦1 billion being paid.
Look, let the governor or anyone come and deny. We have the evidence. When the time comes, we'll reveal everything. They are paying bandits. They are empowering bandits. This is what this government is doing.
And you think that will not work?
It will not work. It has never worked anywhere in the world.
Now, that is Erufai's voice.
Yeah, the federal government was just trying to debunk what he said, saying that they are not paying bandits.
Oh.
That what he said is.
And if you have challenged them to open debates, let them come on. And Baba, this is not the first time. Nobody is surprised. Katsina government have tried, it has failed. Zamfara have tried, it has failed. Sokoto have tried, it has failed. Everybody during his days in the office have repeatedly come out to condemn paying bandits. You understand, to take ransom. In fact, it was even it has been even prohibited by Kaduna State governor for any relation of a victim to pay ransom to take their victim from the bandits.
I think it's time for us to open our phone lines.
So, all right, before that, let's
you
see.
are going to excuse me. I'm going to sit outside to have my tea.
Yes, as recommended by
my Dr. Thomas of Mantin.
No, you know yes.
I attend a clinic in Mantin, in Malaysia. So
they have given you a recommendation, and that is why
I'm going to take my special Chinese tea.
Okay, just take a date.
Okay, I'm taking it.
Yes, take a date.
All right, let's see the comments we have quickly before the phone lines on Facebook page. Ibrahim Saleh here. Good morning, the good people of Badeggi. Happy New Week and month. Thank you. Hunger, no day our state. Now, Governor Tokam. Well, that is a comment though on our Facebook page. But people pack food when they arrange for Suleja to distribute by their honorable. Anyways, remember, my people, this governor words not true. Anyways, he asked a question though. My people, this governor words not true. That's a question mark there. All right, and of course that comment is on our Facebook page, Ibrahim Saleh. And then Obadiah Bahago says, good morning, great family, happy new month to Julius Samuel. Good morning, beautiful people, Badeggi FM family. God bless you all, my best radio station. Fatima Idris says, good morning to all of you. Thank you, Abubakar Abdullahi. Assalamu alaikum, my brother. And then Baba Aliu says, good morning, crew of Badeggi radio station. I wish you the best, Apaya. Keep on with your good job. From Baba Aliu, Kafataku village, Badeggi ward. All right, thank you very much. We also have Saidu Babam. All right, he says, good morning, good people of Badeggi FM. Happy new month. May we witness the end of it. My governor says, hungry, no day for him. No day for him. Did not expect leader with lie, according to him. Well, he will say so because he's not listening to poor masses. That, of course, is Saidu Babam. You're entitled to, of course, say whatever you want to say, but we'll take it easy. Kabiru Weisu says, good morning, Badeggi Radio. I am happy to hear from you this morning. Thank you very much. James Gideon says, good morning to you all, crew of People's Radio Station. Keep the good work going and happy new month to all. God bless you all. Thank you very much. Blessing also is saying to us, good morning to everyone in the studio. God bless you all as well. And then Isa Ibrahim says, good morning, my lovely radio station. Good morning to you. Good morning to you all in the studio. The truth shall set us free. The economy hardship come 2026. May the Lord make it easy for all of us with the devaluation of Naira. Gaskia say a hankali. Okay, may the blessings of the day be with you all in the studio. That of course is Umar Rabiu. And then Idouna says, good morning all in the studio. Happy new month to you. And Abdullah Gimba says, good morning Badeggi FM radio station. May Almighty Allah make it easy for us now and always. Thank you very much. And then Muhammad Sani Ndache Loguma, he says, good morning Baba and the crew. Happy new month. I wish ourselves the very best. Thank you very much. MK Mafia says they demolish the market all because the Igbo people didn't vote for APC government, and they are candidates, both Tinubu, the president and governor of Lagos State. They are afraid of coming 2027 election, so that Igbo people should not take over Lagos State from them again, and they are going to lose it again by God's grace. Okay, that's MK Mafia with, of course, that comment on Facebook page. Zachary Abubakar says, distinguished Senator Babash Tribe Badeggi, wow, Honorable Apaya and Jesule Abegu, good morning. An average and poor Nigerian citizens are familiar with its problems, but what is bothering me and most is the cock and egg story they keep on telling. How is it that the federal government fair to its people? Now, is that fairness? People living in hunger, is that fairness? People living in the fear of banditry in rural and urban, is it fair? Also threatening the government, is that fair? And then people don't have good access to, good health, road, etc. This is my opinions. Thank you very much. Well, this is from Zachary Abubakar as he wrote, I read. All right, Mohammed Bakar says, that's Bukar. Good morning, Badeggi Radio FM. When will Nigeria be united? When did we degenerate, not seeing ourselves as one? United Nigeria. These issues of indigenous and non-indigenous will not, non-indigens rather, will not bring development to us and our amiable society. God didn't make a mistake at all. And then he says, creating Nigeria in south and of course in the north. Why must we play politics with everything? Generation are watching and unborn generation are coming. Our leaders should not influence conflict or not in this material time of Nigeria. Well, I'm just scared. Honestly, I'm so scared. That, of course, he wrote and I read as he wrote that. Now, Umar Gwandu says, good morning, Mr. Paya, Jesule, and Baba Badeggi. Happy weekend and new month. Thank you very much. May this month be of great success to us all. Amen, Mr. Paya. The just concluded River State local government council's election is just a caricature, a miscarriage of democracy, and a demon to people's mandate. I am afraid of sustenance of nascent democracy if elections are to go this way. The federal allocation of North Central states from January to June as released is shocking. For my dear Niger State, coming second of receiving 148 billion naira in 6 months, by implications and ongoing by Well, this is much, so much. Sorry, I can't read everything. Omar Gwandu, Wushishi, thank you very much. And Ibnu Aliu says, good morning, People's Radio. Yesterday I saw trending on Daily Post that on Saturday some group of youth killed a lady in one of the market at one village. Of course, under Mariga local government, called Kaswangarba. Blaspheming the prophet. Okay, that of course is a story there on one of the newspapers. I saw that, but I didn't read it. Mohammed Sani Sambo says Mohammed Nami acceptance to contest for senator is a good one. I have been hearing good things about him. May it be for the good of people of Zone A, according to him. Thank you very much and amen. Now, Zakari Abubakar says, distinguished Senator Baba Shuaibu. Okay, I've read that. Thank you very much. If wishes were horses, then beggars would ride. Okay, in the already right answer. Thank you very much. And then, of course, John Otene says, a very good morning to the Badeggi family. Just want to wish you all in the house and listeners a happy new month. Thank you very much. And Amos Omotaye, good morning in all in the studio. Good morning, Baba. Good morning and good morning. My brother, happy new month to you all. Thank you very much, Amos. And then Mohammed, I see you. Good morning to you. Joseph also says good morning to us here, my beautiful people, according to him. And then he quoted a verse somewhere. Welcome to the month of September. Welcome to the month of September, month of spiritual possibilities. And then, of course, he quoted a verse in the Bible as he is. Mark 9:23 says, anchor your faith in God. Stay positive. Cast all your cares upon the Lord. Trust the Lord with all your heart, and nothing will be impossible for you this month and beyond. And of course, Baba has just done justice to that this morning. Apaya, yes, Anufia, Mr. John, yes, Baba has just done justice this morning, the first day of September. Baba, don't give me fertilizer for free. No be smarting. Thank you very much. Abdul Mahmoud says good morning, family, and then Baba press their neck. Wow, you see, Baba press their neck. Whatever Allah has destined will come to pass. Is that simple? Thank you very much, Abdul Mahmoud. I know we are eating the talk, sha. And that's Isa. All right, he says, good morning, Badeggi Radio. Keep the good work going. May Almighty Allah guide us right. Amen. Thank you very much. I think those are the messages this morning we have. Let's see if we have WhatsApp messages quickly, and then Mr. Paya will move to our, call lines this morning to continue picking calls from listeners.
Good morning, the People's Radio, Usman Apaya, John Sule, and Baba in the house. I greet you this wonderful morning. I remember Mr. Amos from Kulkat. The issue of Mohammed Nemi trying to attempt to contest for the senator of Zone A is a very welcome development, because he's going to try his strength, just as Baba has made his analysis that he's seen a future president of Nigeria out of him, and we pray that he will accept it and do the needful. And the issue of River State election, Wike should, as I've always been saying it, Wike should know that he has family. He has children, he has relatives. He should not damn his lineage. They one day come to contest for a political position. He should not hold people to ransom. He's not the only person there. Thank you very much. I remain Mr. Amos from Kolkata.
All right, thank you very much for that voice note. You can call us now, 09138579001. I don't know if Apaya has something to say, but these are calls. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, John Sule.
Yes.
Good morning,